getting closer to Oklahoma where, you know, nobody really believes in us but us. So we just continue to stick together every day, you know, building our brotherhood and knowing that if we play to a standard and not play to the competition, to who everybody thinks we're playing, then we'll be fine.
How are you feeling about the running back room as a whole at this point?
The running back room has a lot of puzzles and pieces that are dynamic. I mean, we got Zach Wallace, who 230-pound back. You got me. You got Brian Sneed. You got Cedric Hawkins, new guy. Tyler Williams, Mike Sharp, like on and so on and so on. Like everybody has their own playing style. Everybody has their own things that they do, and when we come together, it's all great.
Overall, just how do you feel like this offense has clicked so far through the fall?
I feel like it's came a long way from even the spring. Like we just have a lot of more dynamic pieces. You know, bringing Corey Rucker back was big. Having Courtney Jackson, just a lot of players coming and just putting the pieces together, and everybody has been really coming together and being dynamic.
What do you feel like you've progressed since last season, you know, as a player?
Last season I had a little playing time, so just the speed of the game is slower for me. I'm more patient. I understand what I can get from defenses, and just really elevated my mind more than my playing ability.
What are some of the other things you just want to improve on before the season starts?
I just want to improve on being a better leader. You know, I'm going into my junior year, redshirt sophomore year, so I just want to improve on being a bigger leader and just allowing those guys to follow behind me and being the engine that starts everything.
What's this heat been like practicing in the last couple
yeah.
of days?
It's been pretty tough, but we embracing it because we want to make harder to our advantage. We want to make the hard things easy. We want to, like when we go to Oklahoma, we want them to get tired first, and we want to be able to keep going.
What do you think is the biggest improvement you've seen from this team from fall camp practice number 1 to where we are today?
Biggest improvement just the camaraderie. Like everybody is way closer. Everybody knows that if we can lean on each other, then we can do anything. Yes, sir.
How do you feel at this point now versus exactly a year ago as you're getting ready to go into Oklahoma?
Oh, I mean, I feel very confident, not just in myself, but in this whole team, and especially my unit, my holder and my snapper. We're dialed right now, and it just feels like it's a complete operation, and there's no real mistakes we're making or anything like that. So I'm feeling very good right now.
What have just been some of the things you've just tried to fine-tune all of fall camp?
During fall camp, really trying to fine-tune just the small details, like my jab outside or something like that. Just, you know, the small details, because really, like, at this level, it's just making every small detail, you know, just makes a big difference. And so just trying to fine-tune the small details.
Well, they say it's a dry heat in Arizona. How does this compare?
Oof. I mean, I walk outside and I'm still like, ugh. So, I mean, I definitely take. I don't know. I get that question a lot. So, I'd probably take the Arizona heat over this normally, on a day like today. But yeah, it was not fun out here. So,
you know, a lot of this game is mental, and how do you handle going from an unknown a year ago to now somebody that's on everybody's radar as far as being a kicker and your expectation level being so high?
Yeah, so I especially learned that in the spring when I just had really high expectations for myself going into it, especially, you know, coming off of last season. I'm like, well, everyone expects me to never miss again. So I kind of went into the spring with that expectation, and obviously that's just a very unrealistic expectation. And so I learned that. Luckily, it was during spring ball, so there was plenty of time to learn. And then coming into fall camp, I had already learned that lesson. So I'm like, you know what, you make a mistake, you just snap and clear, you move on. So that's kind of been the mentality this fall camp, and that'll be the mentality this season.